Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you never miss any of these updates. This is primarily a Cardano channel, but today I will be looking a lot more at the Bitcoin price. This is going to be a quick video, and the reason I'm looking at the Bitcoin price is because right now, even more so than normal, Bitcoin is determining where the overall market goes. Even if we don't like it, that is just the way it is right now. And for me, it is still very much a no trade zone right now. I'm not buying, I'm not selling. I'm getting a lot of questions on, should I sell now to buy back lower? Is this a good price long term? So I'm going to give you my perspective on what's going on, and hopefully that will help you guys a little bit as well. If you do find it useful, please do give the video a like, leave a comment down below, let me know your own thoughts on this, or share it out there. That really does help support the channel as we approach 50,000 subscribers. So let's jump into it. Okay, so on my screen here you can see the BTC USD chart. This is the 1 day view, and when I done the summary video on Friday or on Saturday, that was the weekly summary, we were in around here $35,500, and we had the dip, but we had avoided breaking $34,600. I did say at that stage I was happy to see we hadn't broke that, but if we did go on to break it, then $31,000 would be a big test down below. We did break it. We've had the huge break yesterday right down to around the $31,000 level, and right now we are testing that again. So the reason that I'm talking about $31,000 is because this is where I have seen the accumulation zone over the last while. So this initial dip took us down to around 29,000, but after that broke up. When we fell back down again, 31 is where we found the buying pressure and the support. Up on top, $41,000 is where we got the resistance. So played within the zone, back down to 31, all the way up to $41,000 here again. But since then, fell back down, and right now testing in around the $31,000 level. So overnight we fell down here, didn't quite make it, down to 31,150, got some support, but again back down to test nearly the exact same level again in the last few hours. As I hit record, we were starting to get a bit of buying pressure, but once again being forced back down. Right now there doesn't look to be a huge amount of support on the bottom here around this 31,000. People are a bit edgy right now. For me, I'm not buying or I'm not selling at these current levels, because this thing could break up to push up for the $41,000 again, or if it breaks 31, then we will quickly see the high 20s, 28,000, maybe even $27,000 Bitcoin on the lower side, because again, these types of levels, as well as being technical levels, because people hear about them so often, they become psychological levels as well. And when we break these, people get even more scared than they are right now. We'll look at ADA in 1 second, but just to continue here, as well, if you look at the Dow Jones over the last week, the Dow Jones has not had a good week. Lots of sell-off going on here, which does not help the Bitcoin price as well. When you see the wider market is generally having a bit of a sell-off here, then that doesn't help what is going on within crypto, because sometimes people have losses over there. They have to sell their crypto in order to make up for the losses. So again, it's just a small thing to keep an eye on as well, how the market is performing over here. One big thing going on right now is the mining crackdown within China. So they are really trying to force Bitcoin out of China. They will have their digital yuan at some stage, and that is the one that they want to push to the forefront. They see Bitcoin as a big competitor to that. They don't want people getting Bitcoin, holding Bitcoin. They want to push their own narrative. So there's a huge push right now again with getting crypto out, getting Bitcoin out. We see miners moving over to the US. You can see a post here about logistics firms confirming that they are moving miners over to the US. So again, this all has an impact on price. You can see the hash rate, which is the mining power of Bitcoin, has taken a huge hit over the last few weeks, and I would say this is going to continue to drop down here as well as more miners turn off to be relocated to other areas. It will push back up again in the future, but for the short term, this is going to pull down as well, and there is a cost to all of this. So as people go to move all of this stuff here, as they go to move this across the world, they have to sell Bitcoin in order to be able to pay the cost of doing this. They are also incurring a cost. They're also losing money every minute that the miners are not turned on. So again, selling off is going to put pressure on the Bitcoin price. One positive thing to look at though is that Bitcoin shorts, let's look at this on the daily. So I did talk about last week potentially a short squeeze if the price kept pushing to the upside, but the bears got on top and they pushed it all the way down. And what these red candles show is that shorts are closing. So the pressure to push the Bitcoin price down is starting to cool off. So this is the BTC shorts over on Bitfinex, which is generally a decent way to look at how the market is going to go. You can see this has been closing off, so there's less pressure on the upside, which is good to see. And if we go back to the Bitcoin chart, you can see we're still, as I'm recording this, pushing a little bit further down to test on this level. So I will probably do a live stream tomorrow to look at the charts, answer any questions that I can and see where we're going. But right now, anyone that's telling you definitively that we're going here, we're going there, they don't really know. Everyone can talk about different levels that they see as being important. And I would say you have to make up your own mind on what you want to do. Looking at the ADUSD chart, as I say, it's very much BTC in control right now. Previously, 102 has been an extremely strong level for the ADA price. But if Bitcoin was to drop down to $27,000, $28,000, then 102 isn't going to stand a chance. It's going to drop down through that. The reason that I'm personally not selling yet to buy back lower is because we don't know for definite where it's going to go. If we had to sell up higher, then yeah, it's great looking back in hindsight that if we had to sell higher, we get some nice bargains right now. But for me, I am here for the long term anyway. I'm going to turn off all price notifications for the day today. Kids finish school, so going to take a bit of time away today and hopefully not look at the price too often. If you are in the same mindset that you're waiting to see what happens here before making your decision on buying or selling, then I would say looking at the charts today is only going to stress you out. Every time we push down to 31, maybe get a bit of a bounce up. You don't need that stress if you are not going to take any action in the markets today. For me, I'm still looking at the ADA BTC chart as where I will be buying. So for me, I have orders in at 3,200 to 3,300 sats is where I will be picking up a bit more ADA on that side, and that is against the BTC pair. So I'll be looking to convert some BTC into ADA. Right now, lots of alts are suffering, potential for even further down than that. As I watch how this develops, I may even move them orders down a little bit more in the market. I hope this has given you some value. If it has, please do leave a comment, give the video a like or share it out there. All of that supports the channel. I do appreciate it. I'll talk to you tomorrow where I will pick the winners of the NFT giveaway on YouTube and over on Twitter for the launch of Building on Cardano. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks very much, and I will see you tomorrow.